All right, welcome, guys. Oh, there we go. My camera took a minute to show up. We are live, I think. Harmack, are you there? Did you?
Yes, I am.
There we go. I was worried you forgot to unmute or something there.
Oh no, trust me. If I don't have the gate set up, then this thing would pick up my furnace running like crazy.
Oh, really?
So, oh yeah.
Oh, this is like a trial run thing. We've done podcasts and shows, and we do our nightly shows during the week, but we've never tried doing a co-broadcast before, where for the first time you can see this stream on SlashStreamsLive, and you can also see it on the illustrious Harmack1 owned by Twitch. Or, I'm sorry, Twitch owned by Harmack1.
You are correct, sir.
Yes. So, welcome. I guess we're calling this first one here the State of the Stream. We don't even have really like an official show title yet, nor do we really know what we're going to talk about. We normally do another podcast on Friday nights. We have been for the past 10 years, and we always met in person in our studio, which may or may not no longer exist. But
yeah.
But we always used to meet in person, and we would do a show, and we did it for about the past 10 years or so. And then with COVID-19 that's been going on lately, we have been forced to do like these social distancing shows, which have been us bullshitting on Twitch pretty much. But we've run into some jams lately where not all of our co-hosts can make it, or people have other things going on Fridays, and maybe times have changed. I don't know, but I know that I've taken on this other project of doing a stream Monday through Thursdays from 8:30 to 10, as Harmack has been tasked with his stream, which is from 10 to midnight. And
Evil wants to know why you look like an orange.
Is he in the Harmack1 chat? Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the issue with that. You're more than welcome to watch the stream in either of the chats, however you prefer to do that. Definitely you can support either channel. That's perfectly fine. However, your chats will not appear on screen unless you're in the SlashStreams one. I'm working on a fix for that. Hopefully, maybe next week we'll have some sort of joint chat thing going on.
I was about to say, there's got to be a way you can do that. I'm almost sure there is.
The simulcast service we use, I think, uses like a joint chat where it shows both of them, but
Scales is going to your channel. So.
Scales is going in? All right. I mean, look, go to whatever channel you want. It doesn't matter. I mean, Harmack can see his chat, and I can see mine. So I mean, we can, But like I said, how you doing, Evil? How you doing? It doesn't matter which chat you go into. We're doing a first ever co-stream with SlashStream.
Because we're friends.
Because we're stream buddies during the week.
Stream buddies unite.
Stream buddies for life. There's the Evil 1976 has joined the chat here. And by the way, all of our normal functions of the Monday through Thursday stream will work tonight. You can donate bits on either channel. We've agreed to split those for this, so that's perfectly fine. If you donate, we'll split it either way. So you're not just helping one specific channel over the other. However, if you do donate your bits, may I encourage you, at the bottom of the SlashStreams page, you can play sound effects, or even better, you can type your own text-to-speech. Harmack's text-to-speech bot does not work Fridays, from what I understand.
No,
so,
it doesn't. Not on this show anyway.
You were told to basically F off whenever you asked. Whenever you asked the bot. You were basically told to F off whenever you asked the bot about working. So, so if you want to, we'll put this out there. We will address your comment live on the air. We'll be reading the chat all night long.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask.
We'll be reading the chat all night long and addressing your questions. But if you want to interrupt the show at any point to ask a question or to make a comment, may I invite you to use the text-to-speech feature at the bottom of the Slash Streams page. You donate.
I got set up on mine. That'll be fun.
You donate, and by next week we'll have that set up on yours too, Harmack. The only problem is like I don't have a way to integrate whatever happens on your page to this page, unfortunately.
Oh no, that I'm sure. Well, yeah, because I'd have to have OBS running for that to work. Yeah.
And like I said, like any bits that are donated, I will split those with Harmack for both channels. It really helps our main cause, which is
oh my God, yeah.
Which is
and
what we do.
Awesome. So
yeah, we do that every Monday through Thursday anyway. We always help each other out. We give each other views. We give each other shout outs. So it's a group effort here. It's a group effort here. We're under the same network.
We gotta mesh. We gotta mesh.
Yes, mesh. Gotta mesh. But you can use the text-to-speech feature at the bottom of the page. It costs you minimal bits. I think it's like maybe, I don't know, 20 or 50, something like that. And then if you use that, then it'll basically pop over the stream here.
Yep.
And I wonder if I can. This may be damaging, just so you know. I wonder if there was a way I was able to test it at one point.
Al's gonna destroy the stream.
Yeah, this may be bad. This may be stupid, but fuck it, we'll do it live. As an old friend of ours, let me know if there's like some extreme buffering here, because it might actually do that, or not buffering, but just frame skipping.
Right.
But it's actually even struggling to load the bottom of the page altogether. I don't know if this is like a traffic thing or if it's just like a load thing for me. Let me close YouTube. I don't need YouTube open anymore. Fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you basically you click this little box at the bottom.
Traffic thing, or if it's just like a load.
Oh wait, it's actually reloaded my stream. Even though I told Twitch not to do it, it did it anyway. Okay, so you type whatever you want to say in the box. Like you go, and then you hit listen. Actually, it's 100 bits to do it. It's not much.
Harmack is a big bitch.
Right.
And then you hit listen. You can hear how it sounds.
Harmack is a big bitch.
And then if you send for 100 bits, it'll say it on the stream and then play it. It'll send it in a box too over the overlay.
Harmack is a big bitch.
Harmack is a big bitch.
So there you go.
You guys suck.
So there's an option you have. You can get your voice heard.
Yep. See, you don't always need my text to speech.
All right, I've been told to read the chat here, so let's go to the chat. This is a community show, Harmack.
Yes.
Community.
Yes.
What's up, fellers? From Mr. Del Griffith. How you doing, Del Griffith? One day away from his birthday, and this guy's got all kinds of demands.
I was one day away from retirement.
He's got all kinds of demands. He pops on the show. Read the chat, damn it. I thought you two were having a night together with Del Griffith. That's tomorrow.
A night together with what?
Evil's concerned that I did not go to Del Griffith's house today. That was never today. That was tomorrow. Tomorrow is Del Griffith's birthday.
Ah.
So I'm going to go to Del Griffith's place tomorrow.
Oh.
Where we will congregate social distance-wise. Social distance-ly, if that's a word.
That's not, but we'll go with it.
Oh, wait, we got some bits coming in from Del Griffith, 100 bits. Thank you, Del Griffith.
Oh, wow, that actually does show up on my channel. Well,
it doesn't. Fortunately, it will not. You'll see it in the window. Like, it'll show up on the actual screen.
Right.
But thank you, Del Griffith. That was very kind of you. No, but he will be turning 40 tomorrow. What was it like when you? Well, let me read the rest of the chat first, and I'll ask you the question. I don't want to get dinged by anybody else here.
Right. I hear you.
Thought you two were having a night together. That can be taken in many different ways, but no, that is tomorrow.
We're just close friends.
Del Griffith put Happy Pride Month to you too, and he used the Pride bits.
Oh, come on, man. No, that's all right.
Well, Happy Pride Month to you too, Del Griffith. You bastard.
So what time is the parade?
All right, I think I caught up on all the chat ongoings here. What was it like when you turned 40, Harmack? Do you remember? Can you remember that far back?
Oh my God, it was only like 3 years ago. Jesus Christ. Nothing different. No different than turning 39, really, as far as I could tell. I mean, birthdays are just reminders that your days are numbered. That's about it. So it's like, I just treat it like any other day, any other birthday. Didn't feel old. I mean, now, once you get.
Oh, sorry, Harmack. I accidentally muted you. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Repeat that.
The only problem with your 40s is now you can hurt yourself while sleeping. That's about it.
You can hurt yourself while sleeping?
Yep. Yep. Sometimes just wake up and just like a joint or something will just be like, the hell with that. I don't feel like working today.
It's
and then
funny. Like it's funny. The older you get, you don't realize it, but things do start to hurt, and you're like, because you're like, you're like, I'm young. I don't have anything wrong with me. You're like, I'm feeling pretty good, and then like one day you'll get up and I'm be like, man, my feet hurt. It's
right?
Like, yeah.
Like, okay,
and it's like, why do my feet hurt all of a sudden? Or you drink. Like anytime I drank a little bit on last Saturday. I had I switched to these damn seltzer beers or whatever they're called. Like I tried them out. Like these.
What is the name of those actually?
They're just called Trulies. They're basically it's just flavored alcohol in a can, and it's like water, but
with alcohol.
The idea is you get more. I think the issue I was having was I was drinking like regular beer, and I would wake up. I'd drink 6, and I'd have I'd have stomach problems. Like I'd only be drinking like 5 or 6 beers, so I'm like I got to switch to something else. So I switched over to these seltzer beers, and I woke up, and the first time I had them, I had like 6, 7. Woke up the next day, I'm like, oh, I feel fine. But then like Sunday, we were drinking pretty late, and I think I had like 10. I woke up, I was like, oh my God. Well, here's the thing. Here's what happened. We were chatting on Saturday.
For a while.
And then I ended up I was super tired. So I fell asleep briefly. And then I woke back up and I'm like, shit, I missed everybody. I ended up calling Scales on PlayStation. And Scales was like, yeah, you fell asleep, so everybody left. And I'm like, whatever. So I got off, and then I watched YouTube for like 2 hours, and I probably drank 4 more beers as the night went on. And then I looked at the clock, and I looked at the clock, and it was 7 a.m. and I'm like, shit, I gotta go to bed. But
at that point I was already sleeping.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good though, man. I was like, man, it was like one of those great buzzes where you're just like, man, like you could take on the world.
Yeah, that never say die attitude going.
It's very rare that I feel like that, but like I was feeling really good. I was watching YouTube. I was just laughing my ass off at just whatever I was watching. The next day I rewatched it, and I'm like, this is not as funny as I thought it was. But what's up, Scales? But anyway, I woke up with the nastiest hangover over these damn seltzer beers. Like I had to get up. I had to get ibuprofen at like 10. I got up at like 10 in the morning. Plus I had 3 hours of sleep anyway. But I had to get I had to get ibuprofen. I had to pound that. I went back to bed for 2 more hours. Got up. I was feeling sick, and I'm like, man, fuck this. I just want to find something I can drink. Unfortunately, me and Harmack heard you snore twice. That is lies and fallacies.
Oh no! You were snoring, dude. He ain't lying.
That's another thing. That is another thing that's happened. I turned upper 30s, and I've never snored in my life. But all of a sudden, I started snoring. When I fall asleep, and I never can feel it. I never feel that I'm snoring. But sometimes my wife will elbow me. And I'm like, I wasn't doing anything. Why did you elbow me? She's like, you're snoring. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm sleeping. She says, especially when I drink, it's the worst. So, what's up, Phil?
Pretty much anybody. Even there's a lot of people who don't snore a lot, but when they've been drinking, especially if it's kind of heavy or you kind of go to bed kind of drunk, you almost anybody's gonna snore.
I never had that issue though. I all through life, even when I was younger, I never had a problem with snoring. I've heard you snore. You could wake the dead. You and Bitcher. You and Bitcher are the worst.
No, Bitcher is worse than I am by far.
So now what you have to worry about, Del Griffith. This all came about talking about Del Griffith's birthday, which is tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, Del.
Now what you have to worry about, Del Griffith, is you're going to be turning 40, and now you're going to have to worry about snoring and weight gain. That's the thing. Del Griffith weighs 90 pounds. Oh, those days are over, bro. You're
Yeah.
going right downhill, dude. Those days
All
are
that
over.
hair
And I am
is gonna
I'm
directly
40
to your
right
gut.
now. I'm 40 right now, but that started like late 30s, dude.
Yep.
What is Harmack's vape count so far tonight?
Who the hell knows? Who the hell cares, man? It's my life. Leave me alone.
I think if the people want a vape counter, we're gonna have to put a vape counter in. You have to have some vape counter like up on the top of the screen. This is Harmack vape counter. And whenever you vape, it's gonna have to just say, vape count. Yeah, in case you just tuned in a little bit late, we're doing the first ever Slash Streams co-stream with Harmack1, who owns Twitch. If you didn't know that,
I own it. It's mine. All of you, bow to me. Bow to me. I am the king. The king of everything.
We thought we would stream on both channels. You can watch on Harmack1 or you can watch on SlashStreamsLive, whatever floats your boat. But I do ask that if you want to chat with us, please chat over on SlashStreamsLive, because right now the chat only aggregates from there.
Exactly.
If you donate any bits, we will split them collectively across both channels, as we always do, as we said. However, if you want to get your name and nice little pretty print on screen when you donate those bits, you want to donate them on SlashStreamsLive. Now, if you really want to cash those bits really well, I would recommend using the text-to-speech at the bottom of the Twitch page if you're on the actual Twitch website. I think if you're on the mobile app, there's an icon underneath the video box. It's like a
there is. It's
like a
the thing
purple
with the
box.
headphones.
Yeah, if you click that, I believe you can access the sound effects and they're cheap. I don't nickel and dime people. It's
the Slash Streams logo with headphones on it.
Yeah, if you think it's too expensive, then I'll cut them down again. But I think some of them are like 10 bits or something. I mean, I don't think it's that much.
Yeah, I noticed that when I went to do that a couple times. I'm like, oh wow, he lowered his prices. Nice.
Look, we got to support the jar of values, bro. We got to support
deal, man.
The jar of values. Look at it. The jar of values is like a fourth of the way full. We have to support the jar of values, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're gonna be adding in a beer break too. There's gonna be a new beer break. I'm working on it, but when you hit the beer break, it'll be like a sounder. But when it goes off, I want to see beer animations like all over the fucking screen, and then that'll cause the whole stream to just we'll have to quit what we're doing, open whatever you have, and just start downing it.
Nice. That'll work.
Let's see.
I don't see any problems coming from that at all.
So I'm gonna read the chat here. So UNC Phil came in. He said, "Yeah, the weight gain. I never could gain weight until I hit 40. That's exactly it. It sucks.
Things slow down, which means that exercise needs to speed up. And trust me,
yeah,
I know what I'm talking about.
You know what else came at 42 that I've never had an issue with?
What's that?
Like neck fat. Like, holy shit, dude. What is this? What the fuck is this? What is this?
That it's like look like a fucking turkey.
Yeah, I look like a goddamn turkey. It's ridiculous. That's what you have to look forward to, Doug Griffith, as you turn 40 tomorrow. Neck fat.
Gravity, thou art such a bitch.
Your feet will probably start stinking.
Oh well, everyone's kind of screwed up. Everyone's feet smell and nose runs. It happens all the time.
Vaping, who does it best, Gyro Eric or Harmack? Question from the chat that came up a little bit ago.
I would have to say Gyro Eric, because he vapes that wacky tobacco stuff, and
he's got magic vape going on.
Yeah, that's I don't. I have a job I need to keep, so I'm not about to do that.
It's funny,
even though it is legal here now, but I'm not going to do it anyway.
It's funny what he'll do now. Like when he first started doing that, because he lives upstairs in the guest bedroom. The first day he did it, like I'm sitting out there watching TV up in my living room, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I'm like, I go in there and I'm like, "Are you smoking?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, sorry." I'm like, "Dude, I'm getting high all the way out there on the couch."
Dude, aren't you? Okay.
Well, he wasn't vaping; he was doing something else. but when he vapes, I also smell it too.
It does give off a smell. I mean, the thing is, like,
dude,
ever since they made it legal. What is that?
I was like, dude, I'm getting high from the couch. What are you doing?
Well, for example, like my job consists of driving around the city and all that stuff. So whenever I get to a stoplight or something, I swear to God, I don't even need to buy this stuff. I'm literally getting contact highs at every damn stop.
Yeah.
And that's with the air on, like in the truck, because I don't like riding with the windows down because it blows the paperwork all over the place. But even with the windows up and the AC on, and the AC usually just recirculates into the truck air, but I can still smell it. It's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And the freaking weird part is, I can never tell where it's coming from. It's like,
it's always the thing. You never
look around, and then there's nobody
Yeah.
doing it. I'm like, okay, either someone's smoking this shit, or I'm having a stroke.
Yeah.
One of the two. So it's like, damn it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can never tell where it's coming from when you smell it. You're like, what the fuck? You always get that initial, like, it hits you. You're like, what the fuck? What is it?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So then I told him, and so now he he puts like a hoodie under his door. So I joke with him. I told my wife, I'm like, if the hoodie's under the door, either he's, doing something in there, or he's hitting the vape pipe. He could be,
he could be doing other nefarious things,
extreme
like
porn watching, hamster porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but so like now he puts a hoodie under his door whenever he does this. So, like, I know exactly what he's up to, and then like he'll come out like all like, ooh, So Harmack, wait, it says Harmack on fruit juice. What does that mean?
Harmack on fruit juice? What?
That's what Evil says. Harmack on fruit juice. Wine coolers, Evil.
I don't do wine coolers. I can't stand those things.
Evil also asks, who is the oldest bastard in the chat?
Oh, that would... Shit, I don't know.
Who is the oldest bastard in the chat?
That's a good damn question. I don't know.
Do we know the ages of everyone that's around here primarily that hangs out on our stream?
I might be the oldest. I don't know.
You're what, 43?
Yeah.
You're 43. I'm 40. Phil's, I think, 44.
Oh, so Phil might be the oldest.
Phil might be. Yeah, I think Phil's like got 4 years on me. I think he's not got too many years on me, but he's got a few.
Right.
But I think it's Evil. I think Evil 1976 is the. Wait. 1976 would be presumably his birth year, I would say, right?
So then he'd be 44.
So he would be maybe tied with Phil. I don't know, Doug Griffith. I don't think you're the youngest. I think Scales.
Yeah, I think Scales has got you beat, dude.
I think Scales is an 80s kid, and if he is, he's got you beat. I don't know. Have we ever asked Scales for his age?
No, I don't think we ever did.
I know he told me he grew up in the 80s. We were chatting.
Well, we all grew up in the 80s. If you were born even in the late 70s, you pretty much grew up in the 80s. That's what you remember.
There's your confirmation. Scales was born in 84. So...
Okay, yeah, so Scales wins. He's only 26.
Scales, presumably, unless anybody else is watching and wants to speak up, Scales is the youngest person.
Yep, Scales is 36. Del Griffith is 40. Phil is 45. I'm 43. Al is 40. And
I'm guessing on Phil, by the way. I think he's mid-40s. I think. 45. Right. Oh, shit. Damn. That's
holy
close.
Crap.
So Phil is the oldest person in here. Literally. Wow.
Insane.
You're an old bastard. There you go.
Old biddy.
I think he's older than Evil. That would, because what, 76? I'm 79. He's 76.
I'm 77.
So that would put Evil at 44. Maybe they might be close. It may come down to month here.
I think it's what it's going to come down to. Yeah.
Now I'm intrigued. Who is the oldest? Who is the oldest bastard? This is a contest I don't even want to win. Like I'm glad.
I'm thrilled that I'm not. I am so happy. You have no idea how happy I am right now.
Yeah. That was a funny thing. Like back in the day, like you would always be like when you're in school, you're like, oh man, I'm the oldest. I'm cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm awesome.
When you get older, you're like, oh shit, I'm the oldest.
And you turn 40 and you're like, God damn it. Like
exactly.
Like my brother was born in 85. Like I'm like, man, and he's mid 30s now.
Yeah. And he'd be what, 35 right now, yeah. So if he was born in 85.
Evil says March 6th of 76. I can't remember what month Phil was born in either. I'm a terrible friend.
You can't remember what month you were born in? What?
No, Phil. I don't remember what month Phil was born in. They're bringing it down to months. Presumably, possibly both of them were born in 76, depending on the year.
Yeah.
But see, there's the thing: is Phil could be 46 in July for all we know.
Right. That could be. It's going to come down to number one, the year. But if he was born in 76 after March, then that would make Evil the oldest.
Yep. No, he says UNC Phil is the oldest.
Oh, he did say he was 45. So then he was born in 75.
Yeah. Well, maybe. It depends on the month. I mean, it could come that close, right? Unless I'm doing the math wrong.
No, you're doing the math wrong, because if Evil was already born in March of 76, and already Phil said he's 45, that would make him 1975. So definitely Phil's the oldest, no matter what month.
Phil, you're the oldest fart in this room. You should be proud of yourself. Shout out to Phil, and it's probably trashed by now, and he's trying to figure out what month he's born in.
One for me, one for my homies.
Yeah, he's
the oldest.
He's probably drunk off his ass trying to search for his driver's license to figure out what month he's born in. I don't know how old I am. Let me get my driver's license. I'm a biker. I've seen your pics.
I can't hear the stream anymore. I need my horn.
Yes, Evil, you are number 2 in terms of age on this stream.
Yep. So Phil is the oldest. I'm third oldest.
July 74.
Holy
So
balls.
Phil's about to be 46.
So Phil's about to be 46 next month.
So my math was right, but backwards.
Yes. Yes.
He's middle of the year. Yeah, he's middle of the year, so he's actually going to turn older. I had it right, but just backwards.
Right.
Yeah. See? Wow.
See, when you get in your 40s, your mind starts to fail too.
That is true. That is true. Dude, I'll look at basic math problems sometimes, and I'll have to stare at it, and I'm like, where's my phone? Give me my phone.
We've gotten so lazy with these phones. I still, to this day, I was talking to somebody about this at work the other day. I'm like, isn't it hard to believe that when we were younger, we knew everybody's phone number by heart? Now, if I lost my phone, I would be so screwed. I would not know the actual number, other than my own and my wife's number and maybe my parents'. Other than that, my friends' numbers, not anymore. I used to know them all. Now I don't. No more.
Here's the thing, I even still know everyone's phone number.
Do you really?
As long as you've not changed it, and one friend of ours, he comes in the chat, Rick2276.
Well, those are his elite phones.
AKA Bitchard is what we call him around these parts. But he comes into our chats. You've probably seen him.
Yep.
He used to get a new phone every month. Ever since I grew up with him, he would have a new cell phone or a new pager. It started with pagers. Not to date anything here, but it started with pagers.
Yeah.
He would change pagers once a month, and I'd have to I started memorizing the numbers because I was always good at phone numbers for whatever reason. So then eventually I just quit even trying. So right now he's had the same phone for probably 3 years now, and I couldn't tell you what his number is. I couldn't even tell you what the first 3 digits of the number is. You're lucky if I can tell you what area code he's in, but
why do I have to do a +1? What the hell?
But if it's other people I've known for a long time, like you, I've known you a good 10 years now. Your phone number's never changed.
No, I have had the same cell phone number since the 90s.
So yours is I'm not going to say the whole thing, but 773-406, blah, 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 blah. And I know it. And then Del Griffith, he's had his same phone number since I met him. Producer Eric, I know his. I probably know Del Griffiths from spam calling him all the time on a Saturday when we're trying to hang out and I'm trying to see where he's at. Like that's probably how I learned his number.
Well, Del Griffith runs on Dell time, so that's how that works. He'll say, "I'm coming over. I'll be over at this time." Well, then you tack on like another 45 minutes to an hour. That'll be the time he shows up.
But like I still remember like my first house phone number.
Oh yeah, so do I.
I remember my one where I moved, like when I was 13. My parents had that number up until like 3 years ago. I finally convinced them that having a house phone is not needed anymore.
No, it's really not, unless you like need it for like faxing or something. Other than that,
Does anybody really fax any? Well, I take that back. There's probably somebody that
there are a lot of people, and you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that still do fax.
There's probably someone that's faxing.
I mean, nothing like using good old late 90s, early 2000s tech,
Yep.
Email would be so much faster. But hey, I mean, my job still does faxing. I don't understand.
We get faxes every now and then. Ours all come in digitally though. It goes to one email box that every once in a while we have to check for fax. Like I don't know, we get an alert if there's a fax in there. But
Right.
It maybe happens once every 6 months, and like it's from some old attorney that doesn't email.
I don't need no fangled computer.
1-800-VIRGIN is producer Eric's number like skates.
1-800 Legal Virgin.
Legal version or League of Virgin?
Legal Virgin. You gotta go League O version.
Oh, League O version. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we should probably detail the state of our streams.
I think we should.
That's what this
That's
whole
right.
thing was about, right?
Yes.
So I think what we're gonna try to do. There's so many things up in the air right now, and I can't really discuss some of the things that are happening. But there's some changes being made, and I don't know really what's gonna come out of it. But I do know that since we've taken on this team effort here of branding our streams and such, that it's kind of it's working a bit, I would say. Like we're still very, very small, but we're growing or working to do it. So I don't know what really holds for the future of other projects that we're involved in, but I wouldn't mind doing something like this on the Fridays that we're free, just to sit and bullshit. Because we do streams, like I do my stream before yours, and then you do the stream after. So we cross paths like during the raid, and then I'm in your chat for most of the time. But aside from that, like we're not on stream together aside from, the other show. So I figured why not break that? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why we're doing this. It's just like a, hey, we're not fighting each other. We're together.
It's a co-stream, and like I said, like
when you think about it,
any bits or anything that comes in during this, we're splitting. We'll and if you have something you want to discuss, I know the chat just kind of went silent after Phil's virgin comment, but
way to go, Phil! Scared him away again, man.
If there's a question or something you want us to discuss, we'll be happy to talk about it or bring it up. And we do want to talk gaming a little bit, like our thoughts on some of the gaming news for the week. We'll probably bring that up. Some of you'll probably get some exclusive news.
Al's having a stroke, people.
Yep, it's that 40. That 40's kicking in.
He's stroking out, people. You smell toast.
I do. I think my wife is cooking it. No. But I think, we'll give some exclusives here. Like, like what games are on the horizon for you? Like, what are you going to play next on your stream? That's a common question. And now when that common question is asked, all we have to do is say, well, tune in on Friday, and we may give you a hint. Or you may be able to participate in a poll and make that decision. So, Harmack, I'll start with you. Okay. How is Days Gone going for you? Jesus, man.
Oh, God, yes. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I like the game. The game is good. I really do. I like games like that, like post-apocalyptic kind of thing. The part that annoys me is just the minor glitches that are in that game that just kind of make or break it. It's like, for example, you select a weapon. You would assume that once you have that weapon selected, until you change it, that weapon stays the same. I find that if I use this weapon, like I use the crossbow for silent shooting, you don't want to get bombarded by people hearing what you're doing. So I have that set. Then I get on the bike, I start driving a little bit, and I'm like, oh, get up to another spot, get in the bushes, I'm already set to go. And I go to shoot, and I realize I'm holding a machine gun all of a sudden. Like, when did I pick that? Like, what the? And so then by the time I realize that's happening, now the thing's coming at me. So now I got to quickly switch. And this wheel that they give you is so picky on like how to grab at it. You have to be like so accurate and accuracy is not my forte. You have to get it just right into that wheel to select the weapon you want. And if you select it and let it go at the last second, and let's say your thumb moves slightly, it picks a different weapon. It's like, I don't know. I think the wheel thing's a good idea, but it's too touchy. So you find yourself like running, like I was fighting a bear and I went to go and select my gun.
I saw that part.
I went to go and select my gun. And because when I'm in the middle of trying to run from the bear and get my gun going at the same time. So I'm trying. So with the one stick, with the one thing I'm running, the other stick I'm trying to select the gun. I go to select the gun, and when I select it, I let go of the stick, but the stick apparently moved to the right. And next thing you know, I'm holding a Molotov. It's like, no, that's not what I want. So then I go and get the gun again, but by that point, the bear has now caught up to me and is mauling the hell out of me. So it's those little things that break the game, and the checkpoints of the game can really get annoying. Like you could be really far. Like last night, I was getting really frustrated because it was like I would get really far into this thing, and I would end up dead, which is fine. I suck. I admit that. But then it would start you like 15, 20 minutes back. It's like, wait, what? Or for example, yesterday, I started off the stream. If people had watched Wednesday's stream, the part where I was going into that camp, I had gotten up to the point where these two guys were in a tower with laser scope. So I killed them both, and then I figured, you know what? I'll save it right here. We'll start from here. No, the game starts me all the way at the beginning of the mission, even when I did a hard save, not just the
I remember that as well. Yes.
And I was like, what the? And so it's those small things that ruin a game for me. I like the game, and it would be so good, but the more I'm looking online, the more people are bitching that it's not huge glitches. It's just a bunch of little ones. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm pretty sure Omni remembers this, or Al remembers this. When I was in that town trying to find that one horde nest, and it turns out it was like up these stairs that was like a puzzle to get to, which is like the first time they'd done it in the game, because everything else, was just pretty much self-explanatory. There was one building that had stuff that you could pick up, but there was no floor. It's like they just forgot to finish it.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up because I always I have a joke, especially with like Del Griffith, who has always been around. But we always talk on Saturdays whenever we hang out, and we're like, there's gonna be a breaking point. Like we had a couple games that we were like, I don't know if Harmack's gonna get through this. One of them was Resident Evil 2, and you got through it. The other one was BioShock, and we were both like, I don't know if he's gonna get through it. He may, like BioShock Infinite. There's a part at the end where it's like a half-hour just oncoming onslaught of enemies, and you're just you're sliding on your hook.
Yep.
Just going around shooting them, and I remember I watched you play that part, and you were pissed, and like you were like, and Del Griffith was telling you what to do, and you're like, I can't do that, But I'm like, one of these days, Harmack's gonna crack. He's not gonna be able to finish a game. It's not happened yet, but
it's not gonna happen.
It almost happened on Wednesday. It almost happened.
No. The reason it almost happened on Wednesday is I thought that the game completely glitched out and I couldn't continue the mission. And it's one of those games, if you can't, it was a main story mission. If the main story mission glitches out, you're screwed, because there's no way to continue the story after that. It's almost pointless. It's kind of like buying a novel, and when you're reading it, all of a sudden someone comes in and rips half the novel out. Now you're screwed. You got to either go and buy a new novel, which means start the game over, or just sit and wander around aimlessly. But that's why, I mean, I was so convinced that it had to have been a glitch that I actually reloaded from a save point, thinking maybe that'd do it. Because I was thinking it was kind of like Batman. Maybe it's screwed up, no biggie. And it was still doing that. So I was kind of getting concerned, because I'm like, wait, all this work and now I'm going to be stopped by a glitch. I'm like,
I thought it was close, man. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is the breaking point. He's done with this game.
But the thing is, it wouldn't have been a rage quit. It would have been literally a glitch quit. Like, I don't have a choice. But I mean, like any gamer, I don't care who you are. Everyone gets frustrated when they game, And I always talk shit like last night. You heard me say numerous times, "That's it. I'm done. I'm going to call it a night." I always say that, but then I just keep going.
Yeah, that cost me like 200 bits just to keep you going till 12:30.
I was going to keep going anyway.
I'm like, you can't quit. I donated you bits. You can't quit.
I was going to keep going anyway, but it's just everybody rages out playing games sometimes. That's just how it works. You're not human when you watch these other streams of gamers going, and you never see them really get angry when they're playing the game, then they're editing shit. Because I don't care who you are. You could be the nicest person on the planet. You're good. These games are good at pushing your buttons. Mm-hmm. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
They want you to get frustrated, and I do. I'm human. I'm gonna get angry from time to time.
Well, you sometimes you have cranky nights though. You have cranky nights. There's cranky Harmack, and then there's like bubbly Harmack.
Well, there are times. Well, that just depends on the day you have. I mean, come on. You try to leave that shit at work, but it doesn't work that way. So you try and do your best, but then it's just like you already go in, you're trying to be happy, but you've already had a shitty day, and then the game does these damn glitches, and that's when you just go, why are you pushing my buttons now? But I still keep going, but yeah, but for the most part, I am going to finish this game. I mean, there's no doubt.
You're determined to do it, yeah.
Well, I'm stubborn that way. I mean, any game I've really ever played, as hard as it is, I've always finished it. Just out of sheer stubbornness, really. Mm-hmm. I mean, and it makes me appreciate the game. I don't like games where you can just run and gun and just bowl people over. I mean, you gotta die, or else it's not challenging at all. So.
And by the way, I'm going to read the chat here, Harmack, real quick. But again, I'll just reiterate, if at any time you want to interrupt the conversation with your own comment, if you hit the text-to-speech generator at the bottom, it only costs you 100 or so bits. I think maybe 100 or 200 or something like that. Your question will get read on the air, or whatever you want to say, whatever your statement is, and we'll stop and address it right then and there, because it'll be read, and we have no other choice. It interrupts us. Like Harmack's bot. So, or you can play a sound effect if you so choose. You can do that. All of it helps. All of it helps the stream. So I got a couple of comments here. Evil, because of Harmack, I wouldn't have found you guys. The VR headset just moved. Oh, he's talking about my. Okay, he was making a comment about the light on my entertainment center back here flickered or something.
Oh, the backlight you have on it?
Yeah, my TV has its own backlight to it, and every once in a while it's hooked into the USB port of the TV, and I don't know if it's like a glitch or something or a bug, but every once in a while my TV will cut power to that port if the TV's off.
Oh.
I don't know why it does it, but if the TV's off, every once in a while it cuts power, and that light goes off, and then it comes back on, so that's the flickering. The other one right here in this cabinet is powered by the wall, so that one's always on. So he said, yeah, you see that a light disappeared. So what is there going to be a controversy that I've got some kind of some stuff going on behind me here?
He's got a tech guy doing his lighting.
That's where I put producer Eric. That's what he does now. He runs the lights in the background.
You'll be hearing this.
Please let me out.
I'm stuck behind the TV. That's what you're seeing as a flickering.
Can I just get a glass of water?
Al, what beer are you having? I hate to admit this, but It's in my fridge. I have to finish it. These White Claw mangoes.
Mango.
I've also got something from Del Griffith left in here. I'll show this. Hang on. Give me just a second here.
Elfwood mango.
I might pop this open. I have a mini fridge right next to my my setup in here for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I got a mini fridge here, but unfortunately it's across the room. Which
Oh no, man!
sucks.
When I put the setup together, I'm like, what do I need to do a Twitch session? And I'm like, mini fridge.
Oh yeah.
So it's right there.
Oh no, I mean that's a good idea. It's just the way my basement is set up here, and the way my computer desk is. There's no way that I could put. If I put a fridge next to me, I'd have to climb over it in order to get out of here.
I'd pay to see that. That should happen.
No, we're not. We're not paying. You know, look, this isn't freaking watch the fat man do acrobatics.
Let me ask you a question. Do you still have the painting of the dogs up in your background?
I do. Hang on.
A lot of people don't know the history behind this, but the first time we ever did Escape TV.
I think I can't tell.
There, I see it. Yeah, it's there.
There it is.
The first time we ever had Harmack on camera when we did the Escape show, and we first went to this is before we were on Twitch. I think we did like YouTube or something. But Harmack had a camera facing like this way on him, so it was like the side of him, and that dog painting was there, and the only thing people could comment on was that painting of your dogs, of those dogs.
Oh, yeah.
The dogs playing poker. That's the painting, right?
Yeah.
It's called Dogs Playing Poker.
Gave that to me years and years ago.
Yeah. So well, the first time I visited Windbag Studios, which is what we call Harmack's place,
Yeah.
I went down there and I'm like, oh, that's that fucking painting from the show. And he's like, I don't know why everybody talks about that painting. He's like, it was given to me as a gift. I set it up in the basement. He's like, I like it, but damn, everybody just talks about that painting. I'm like, I don't know why we got obsessed about it, but like now you guys got a view of it.
Yeah.
The dog painting.
Also, if it didn't screw up the lighting for the camera, I've got a beer sign down here and everything, but it would screw up
someday
the
we'll have to do a tour, a Windbag Studios tour. We'll have to Skype in your phone or something and put that in a separate window.
There's really not much down here. Trust me. It's just it's a typical freaking basement that doesn't. It's still got the concrete floor, the unfinished ceiling, you know, all that crap. Because I'm still working on it. Because it did cost some money that I don't have, and I got other shit I have to do first before I can get this done. You know, that's what for anybody out there that doesn't own a house right now. You have it in your mind set up like all these goals you want to do, and it's almost like fate understands that, oh, he's got some money saved up, let something break, you know. I mean, that's pretty much what happens. So then what you had planned goes to fixing the damn thing. That, for example, I was going to get the ceiling put down in here in the basement, and I got to now buy a new stove. So it's
oh damn.
Yep. The regulator in the stove, if you turn on the oven, it lights up barely, and you just smell nothing but gas. So it's like, damn it. So
our stove went and we fixed it ourselves, but ours isn't a gas stove though. We have an electric.
Yeah, yours is electric. Yeah,
we bought that coil piece. Like they don't make our stove anymore. So I went to some like I think we got it on Amazon or something maybe, and you can order these replacement coils and just screw them in, and it was a $10 fix. But the oven works great.
That's probably the blessing of an electric stove, but unfortunately, this one's always gas. So you have to run a 220 line for a stove like that, and that now you got to pay for an electrician to come over. But
I've dabbled with that.
So I basically so now I gotta go and freaking buy a stove.
We'll have fun with that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, people donate your bits so Harmack can buy a stove.
Yes. Donate to the jar of values. So
put your money in the jar of values so Harmack can buy a freaking stove.
Yeah, his fat ass needs to eat. Come on, let's go.
Let's see. What beer are you having? Oh, we already went over that.
Yeah, you already did that one.
Phil says, I got Bud Light and some Pineapple Express.
I don't know what the hell. What is Pineapple Express? Is that?
It's called the Eric in the Room by himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
That's further what that will be called from this point on.
Okay.
What game are you guys playing tonight? I don't know.
Tonight?
I don't know.
I'll probably be coming on later doing some trucking. If
Are you
anyone's
doing
up.
the trucker game? The
Yeah,
what is it
I'll
called?
probably be
18-wheel
doing
trucker or something?
that. It's American Truck Simulator.
Harmack, what do you think about Bus Simulator? It's on sale on PSN.
I've seen it. I've looked at one truck, the Bus Simulator. I mean, I guess it's okay. I don't know. It's not. That's not really my thing. I don't know.
The trailer was very, very detailed. Like,
it is.
You have to pick people. It's like Crazy Taxi, but normal. Like you have to pick people up, and then like there'll be like a person in a wheelchair at the bus stop, and you have to lower the wheelchair ramp so they can get on. And if you don't pick them up, like you get fouled or you get like docked points or whatever.
Yep.
And you're a terrible person for not picking up the person in the wheelchair. The game lets you know it. Yeah, and then like there's a guy, and this is how real the game is. There's like you'll be driving the bus, and you'll hear some moron with their music cranked up, and the game will be like objective. Guy has music on too loud. What do? You walk over, you turn down the volume for him, and he's like, "Oh, sorry."
You could do what they do here in Chicago if someone's doing that. First, the bus driver will say, "Hey, turn that down," and if you don't, then they pull the bus over and they get up and get in your face and said, "If you don't turn it down, I'm kicking your ass off the bus."
See, now here's how I would do Bus Simulator, right? This is how I would do it. If someone had music too loud, I would stop the bus and I would literally go into first person view.
Yeah.
Like punch them numerous times with my fists. Like it'd be like Call of Duty when you go to like melee somebody, your fist goes out like that.
Yeah.
I would melee the shit out of them and then pick them up like in drunken bar fight and throw them out of the bus. And then it would say like
a screenshot of Al under a bridge going, "We'll suck penis for money."
It would say trophy unlocked. Did a good deed. That's what it would be. Did everyone a favor. Trophy unlocked.
Yeah, no, I personally I like American Truck Simulator. The bus one is cool, but the only problem is unless you're doing it on Steam, you can't do any modding or anything like that. So you're just playing the vanilla game. For example, with the American Truck Simulator, I've got mods in there that adjust the skybox, make it look more real. You can put in like real company names and trailers, so that way it's not just like for example, like you got Walmart, which is called Walbert in the game. If you just use the thing, you got what was the other one that always made me laugh?
I saw Walgreenier, like it was Walgreens, but it was like Walgreenier or something like that.
Yeah,
Giner, I think it's something like that, but.
Yeah, so you put that stuff in, it gives it a more realistic feel. Obviously, the game can't put it in for copyright reasons, but
so you'll be playing this tonight, is what you're saying? You are teasing this.
More than likely, I just don't have a set time, so you just keep an eye out either for.
So enable notifications, is what you're saying.
Yeah, or just follow me on Twitch at DJ Harmack. It'll alert you then there too.
You have to enable notifications, I found, because Twitch will not notify you if you don't have that little heart checked.
Oh,
there's a notifications button on everybody's Twitch. It is enabled by default when you follow somebody, but some people just follow people and turn it off. You have to have it on, and if it's not on, you won't get the alerts. You also have to update your Twitch sign on, by the way, Harmack, because when the message does go out, it says you're playing BioShock.
It's all updated. I don't know what it's doing.
Last night it said you were playing BioShock and you were trying for the first time.
What? For Twitter it was doing that?
No, Twitch.
I can't. I changed everything. I don't know where that's coming from. I have literally changed everything.
I got to get to these other questions here. People are getting impatient, Harmack. I've been asked the same question twice by you.
It's about me now.
I've got questions coming in. Al, what alcohol? White Claw. I've never heard of it. Any good? It's okay. It's fine. It for whatever reason, like I get buzzed off them a lot quicker than I do beer, which is strange. But I mean, it's some people will not touch it because it's not considered really like a man's man drink, if you will. But I don't care. I've had beer all my life. I don't give a shit anymore.
Right.
What alcohol percentage? That would be 5%. So it's what, like about what Bud Light is? Somewhere in there? You don't got to change it now, Harmack. You can change it later after the show.
I'm just confused as to why that's Skype or that's Twitch for you. You change everything on your startup and it doesn't change
I
everything.
realize we say we'll do it live, but you can wait.
I know. But if I don't, I'm going to forget. So I don't know why.
I will remind you, Harmack. I'll remind you. Yes, it's 5%.
Yeah.
It's called spiked sparkling water, by the way, which I don't get. It's anyway.
Like sparkling.
It tastes
water.
like a mango. It tastes like a mango mixed drink, is what it is. And they come in various flavors. There's like a watermelon one. There's pineapple. There's black cherry, and there's all kinds of different brands that make them now. There's Truly makes them. Budweiser makes them. Budweiser has one now.
They've gotten into it now too. Yeah.
These things have blown up, especially with like younger people. But like, I don't know. It's just, to me, like beer. I'm in the minority here, but with beer, it has to be a certain kind of beer, or else I hate the taste. And the only way I'll like the taste is if I'm like 5-6 beers in. Then it no longer matters to me. Like, it has to be like a very watered down beer for me to enjoy it, like Michelob Ultra, for example.
Yeah.
Like I can drink and someone will say, "Oh, well, that's a woman's drink." I don't care. I don't care. At least I want to enjoy what I'm drinking, so fuck it.
Exactly. You know, hey, I drink that too. If that makes me a woman, so be it.
Harmack, I don't know why, but your picture froze. There.
That's the fucking camera.
Is your camera acting up again? Your picture froze.
Yeah, more than likely. Give me a second. I got to get a new camera. This thing is just, the USB plug for it is getting kind of crappy.
You too can help Harmack get a new camera by donating your bits. Oh, there he goes. Back to blue screen. It's BSOD Harmack.
There, it should be running now. Hopefully.
Nope.
Well, it's running on my computer. Hold on. Maybe it's a setting in Skype. Hang on.
It's BSOD Harmack. What's up, Retro Kaiser? We're going through some chat questions here. It'd probably be a good time for me to address another chat question here. Let's see.
Sure, go for it.
Is it better than Bud? If you're talking about Bud Light, taste-wise, to me, yes, it is better than Bud Light. But I don't know. Bud Light, I got real sick of Bud Light, and I don't know why. I have nothing against it. It's fine. I will tell you, I like Bud on tap a hell of a lot better than I do in a can. If I go to a bar, which I haven't been to in 4 months now, but when I do go to a bar, then I will get Bud Light. There we go. Now you're back.
Yep.
I will get Bud Light on draft easily, and hands down that'll be my beer of choice. So no, I can't. It is. I don't know. It's really up to you how you perceive it.
Yeah, I've always been a Bud Light Michelob fan. For some reason, Miller Lite just has never tasted good to me. I don't know why.
I never liked Miller Lite either. And like producer Eric will swear, he's like, I can't taste the difference between Bud Light. I'm like, then you don't have taste buds. Like there's a clear difference in the taste.
Yeah, no, it tastes literally, to me, Miller Lite tastes metallic. I don't know why.
There's a clear difference in the taste.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's probably be a good idea to mention why we're doing this tonight again, Harmack, for anybody new that's come in.
That sounds like a good idea.
Because of COVID, we've had to shift the Escape Show to like a different format, but now we've run into the availability of others becoming a factor, and since Harmack and I both piggyback streams during the week, we figured that we would start something different on Fridays that, and maybe this will be the new normal. I don't know, but we shall see.
We'll take a poll. What do people think?
Oh, you want a poll? You want a poll? Harmack, I got your poll right here.
Hello.
Hang on.
You did. You said it. You said it. I don't believe you said it. You son of a bitch.
I'm sure that'll be a clip.
Oh, that's going to be a clip. Somebody clip that shit.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to start the poll. I'm going to enable it for 5 minutes. Hopefully it goes out in the chat. Okay, let's see if it worked. No. Wait, oh, it's at the top. It's at the top of your chat window.
Oh.
Look at the top of your chat window there. It says, what do the people think?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the bits. 500 bits from Retro Kaiser.
Damn, Retro.
Holy
what a good
shit.
guy you are.
Thank you. Is that 509? Did that say 50?
Said
Wait, holy
509.
Wait, oh, he rounded it up to 510.
Oh. One more.
One more came in there.
God damn it, I'm not going to be the oddball.
Thank you, Retro Kaiser, for contributing
That's awesome.
to the jar of values, sir.
Oh man, he just made it go up almost half. Nice.
We're gonna help Harmack get a new stove, John. Damn it!
God damn it, I need a stove.
All of tonight's proceeds will go to Harmack getting a new stove.
I still remember back when we were doing proceeds. You started like a literal
For the drinks, wasn't it?
That? Huh?
Was it for getting Eric drunk? Wasn't it? Where people were throwing in bits for that?
Well, but no, I remember the first time we tried to do a money thing. You guys started a Kickstarter campaign so I could get a PlayStation 4.
Oh my God, I remember that. No, no, this is true story. Harmack was
so funny.
Harmack was traveling to Cleveland so much in like 2014 that he didn't get a PS4 on launch. So Frosty, who was on the Escape Show, started a GoFundMe for Harmack to get him a PS4. And I think somebody donated like $30 to it, and then Harmack goes and buys a PS4. And so we sent the money to him, I guess. Did you get the money?
No, because you didn't hit the goal, so when it closes, it just sent the money back to the guy that donated.
That bastard Frosty. He took the money.
That son of a bitch.
Do you guys not see the poll up there? It's at the it should be at the top of your chat or somewhere on the stream. You should see a current poll. What do the people think of this show? I like it or I don't like it, nerd.
There you go.
I don't see any votes yet. Can I vote? Oh yeah, it actually took my vote. I don't know why. Yeah, send in your vote. Actually, I'm gonna do Streamlabs votes next time. Those actually go in the chat, and you could type you use !vote. I think I did that on my stream the other night. That's how I was determined how I was gonna move on, or either I was gonna move on from Infamous, or I was going to do. I'll talk about the state of my stream here in a minute. I gotta go through the chat because the damn chat I can't keep up with. And then I'm gonna open my next beer, which
there you go.
We'll do here in just a moment. I hope you guys are liking this. If you guys like this, I mean, even if you don't vote, just tell us what you think. I'll read it. Doesn't matter. Wait, who put I don't like it, nerd? Somebody voted I don't like it, nerd. You assholes. I'm offended.
Now we're gonna make fun of you.
I'm offended. I'll know who did it. I'll know who did it.
Just you got. Hey man, haters gonna hate, man.
I'm trying to go all the way back because we're so behind on the chat right now.
Go for it. Try and find it out.
Del Griffith says I had to buy a new stove a few years ago because of carbon monoxide.
Ooh,
boy, is that
that's
scary!
Kind of what my stove is doing, but it's along with a wonderful gas smell too.
That's scary though, dude. If it's you have a carbon monoxide detector in your house?
Yeah, it didn't go off, but I always assume if you can smell gas, there's carbon monoxide coming in too.
You would think that, but ask Del Griffith.
Yeah, well, no, you can get it without smelling it too. Yeah, but I have one. It's mine's actually down right by my furnace.
The story that Del told was absolutely horrifying. It was so horrifying to me that I immediately went out and bought a $60 fire carbon monoxide detector the next day. I was that freaked out because he said that it had no odor, and his sister that lived with him at the time, all of a sudden started feeling fatigued. She was in the house, Del Griffith would go to work, but she stayed at the house, and she said she was starting to feel fatigued, and that's what happens when you start to get carbon monoxide poisoning. You get tired, you pass out, and then you presumably die.
Oh yeah, you literally just fall asleep and then die.
Yeah. So.
No,
you gotta get that fixed, dude.
I've had one by my furnace for years. It's just the one. You just change the batteries in it when you change the smoke detector batteries. You know, I just do it that way. The one down here, it's never gone off. So.
Yeah, you got to get that fixed. By the way, the
Oh,
poll.
Why I'm doing it. Of course, I'm also getting it. You know, I'm going to have them install it because I ain't messing with no gas lines.
The poll has ended.
Okay.
With 75% of the people that voted said they like it, with one lowly noob who put "I do not like it," nerd.
Well, we don't like you then, nerd.
How do I know that was Phil? Like, I just know it was Phil.
It's got to be
I
Phil.
know it was Phil without even looking. I can tell it was Phil. I just know it was him.
Everybody pick on Phil. It's Phil's fault.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was Phil. Unless he's too drunk and he doesn't know how to vote.
Damn it.
Let's see. So Evil asked his questions twice because we weren't answering him.
What was
that? He's asking what percentage the beer I was drinking was. Retro Kaiser says, "Good morning." Good morning, sir. Retro Kaiser from Australia. I want to get him back on at some point. A Kaiser Cade, if you will. Oh, he says it wasn't him. Phil says it was not him, bitch. It's. I don't know. I will find that son of a bitch.
Call me bitch tits again, pickle
Phil
boy.
Retro Kaiser admitted it was him.
Retro, you suck.
Retro Kaiser admitted it was him.
All right, but we have to like him. He donated 510 bits, I
Yeah,
guess.
I have to. Don't pick on Kaiser. He
Thank
donated
you,
some money.
Kaiser.
Thank you,
you're a jerk,
Kaiser.
so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaiser.
Have you ever tried? There's a question from Evil. Have you ever tried any British ale? I don't think we can get that here.
Oh, you can, but isn't that British ale? Isn't that dark stuff? That dark type
Well, Guinness
beer?
isn't
It's
Guinness
almost
a
like
British
coffee.
ale? Or no, that's Irish, isn't it?
I don't know actually. I've tried Guinness.
Guinness is Irish.
I can't. I've tried different ales. I can't do ale. It's too damn heavy, man. For me. Maybe it's just because I'm used to drinking light beer. The ales are really a heavy beer, and I don't know. I could never get into them. You know, I mean, it looks cool because when you pour it in a glass, it looks like it's coffee.
Yeah.
With a foam.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it looks cool, but man, you drink it. It's a heavy beer, and I mean, I think that just takes some getting used to.
Dude, I could never, like, when we went out on a couple. What was that? That one year when it was like 80 degrees on St. Patty's Day. We were doing all that bar hopping, and then like the last bar we hit, we did Irish car bombs, and
Yeah.
as drunk as I was, the minute I tasted, I was like, "Ugh, I can't.
Yeah.
I cannot do Guinness. It's too much.
It's a strong taste and heavy.
It's too much, man. Guinness is just, I can't do it. It's too heavy, but if you can do it, and especially if you can do Irish car bombs, and more power to you, but
There's a guy at work that can that drinks that type of ale all the time. I mean, he can chug it and it just doesn't bother him. I'm like, wow, man.
no, I can't do it.
Awesome.
Can't do it.
I can't do it. I admit I've been Americanized. I'm a wuss. I like the golden type beer with the light beer. So
Right,
yeah,
it's got to
so
be
I
that way
can't-
for me too. I'm the same way, dude.
I do apologize, and like for like people, I don't know. I know in certain places in like England or Ireland, 50-degree beer is like the best beer, whereas here I gotta have it. It's got to be ice cold.
Got to be ice cold, very chill. Speaking of which, I got to get to this next beer because I just have to.
It's talking to me, man. It's talking to me.
Next week there's gonna be a beer break. Put in at the bottom where if people trigger it, it's gonna go off. It's gonna be amazing.
You got to donate
have,
bits.
You have to donate bits, and you have to actually drink along with us. But yeah, if you donate the bits, I'll stop and drink whatever you want. So will Harmack.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna move on to the next beer here. This one's courtesy of Del Griffith. He left it here.
What is it?
Happy birthday, Del Griffith. This is Mick Ultra Infusions.
Oh wow! What is that like a
Lime and prickly pear cactus.
I was about to say, I think that's isn't that their version of the what the hell, that other beer you're drinking?
No, not the. It's not seltzer.
beer?
It's not a seltzer beer. I haven't even tried it. This would be my first time.
I mean, I know Mick Ultra has got a seltzer beer out there.
Here, I'm gonna try it right now. Let's give this a shot.
Yeah, let me know. Tick 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 tick.
It's weird. It's not bad, but it's weird. It's like, it's beer, but it's lime at the same time. Like if I had a lime shoved at the bottle of my Bud Light bottle, that's what it would. If I had a lime shoved at the bottle of my Bud Light bottle. Wow.
You mean bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom.
Bottom. I'm reading the chat, guys. I know TP Poker. I feel so bad I haven't gotten to you yet. I'm so sorry, man. TP Poker. He's actually next. Welcome, TP Poker. By the way, thanks for being here. I just finished cursing out some moron on Call of Duty very badly. I told him I hope his mother gets herpes. I hope someone sneezes on her. Well, John, damn.
Oh, damn, man. Hateful man.
That's very hateful.
Oh, that's bad.
TP Poker, I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. Do you know why I'm disappointed in you?
Hell, I'd like to know why.
Because he didn't drop a Nia Jax joke.
Oh, that's like his first go-to thing when he comes in, other than
Yeah.
asking you how your hammer's hanging.
Every night, it's like a different. This guy has more jokes than Jerry Seinfeld about Nia Jax.
Man, yeah.
He comes in, he's like, "What's the deal with Nia Jax? Her panties are like giant parachutes." You know, it's something different like every fucking night.
How many
What's the
cows did
deal?
you kill to wear that outfit? You know, yeah.
There was a 7.4 earthquake today. What's the deal with Nia Jax rolling out of bed? God.
Nia Jax should be told that wearing leather is a privilege, not a right.
I won't have ham on Thanksgiving because Nia Jax's thighs won't shed. What's the deal with that?
Now we're out of what was the one that we did when we were on when we were doing my stream? I said, yeah, we were out of matches, so we just put 2 twigs between Nia Jax's legs and told her to start walking.
He said he did have a Nia. I'm reading his bottom of the chat. I just happened to glance at it. He said I did drop a Nia Jax joke. Read up. So okay, we're getting there.
Shit.
Evil 1976 talks about deep pan pizza. Are we gonna get in this pizza conversation again?
Oh, God damn it.
Remember when he was debating over what pizza was better, if it was Chicago pizza or New York pizza?
Yeah, it just depends. Look, I'm going to say Chicago just because I'm from Chicago. So, you know, that's all there is to it. I mean, you could tell me New York is better, and I'll be like, cool story, bro. But no, I don't believe you, and I don't care to believe you. So,
Wait, you know what that means, Harmack, when we have disagreements on this show?
what does that mean?
It's time for a poll.
Oh, a poll. Are you doing a OBS streams
Yep,
one?
it's going to be just like the last poll, and I'm going to put it out in just a minute. What pizza is better? And New York style pizza, Chicago style pizza, or I don't give a shit, nerd. There you go. All right, so 5-minute duration. The poll is. Oh wait, it didn't meet guidelines. Probably because I used an S-bomb in there. There. Oh wow, there we go. Poll's live. Harmack, are you live?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I'm
there
here.
we go. Poll is live. What pizza is better? Vote now in the current poll. I wish I could show these results on the screen. I'm going to figure that out for next week. We're going to have live polling on this show.
Live polling.
We're going to have live polling on this show. This is going to be like American Idol for Twitch. Like, we're going to ask the stupidest questions in a poll. What pizza's better?
Well, don't worry. We'll get Ryan Seacrest to host that. What the
Survey
hell? He does
says...
everything else.
Yeah.
No, that's not Ryan Seacrest.
That's not Ryan Seacrest.
That's Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey, yes. Thank you.
Ryan, you got tan, dude.
Now, Harmack, we've been through a rough week here.
No, I'm not being racist. I'm just being funny. No, I think, you know, me personally, I like the Chicago style pizza because it's unique. I mean, obviously. So yeah, it's literally a deep dish pizza, but it's instead of like, you know, like when you get like a pan pizza, you get the thicker crust, and then you get the toppings, and then the red sauce on top of that. With the Chicago style pizza, you get the same type of thing, except now there's also crust over the top of it with more red sauce, which is just, it's huge. It's almost like a calzone in a pizza form.
Harmack, I literally just think we've invented a whole new... This is the first week of this show, and I think we've invented a whole new segment.
What's that?
People are going to start throwing out random polls now, because I've already got another poll after this one's over. I'll get there. I'm still behind reading this chat. This is
Go
ridiculous.
ahead, keep reading.
All right, so It's official. Frosty was fired for embezzling money. That was all the way back on
man,
the PS4. Yes. Let's see. Talking about Harmack's gas, just another day at the office.
Hell yeah.
That's from Kaiser here. Del Griffith said, yes, the carbon monoxide detector started going crazy when his oven was going. Yeah, you got to get that shit fixed, dude.
Definitely.
You got to get that fixed. You could, dude. I'm telling you.
I'm going Saturday. I'm
Nothing
going
to fuck
Saturday.
around with.
I'm going Saturday to Best Buy to get one.
Do you have like a price range are you gonna get like ones with all the bells and whistles, or what are you gonna do? Like what stove?
Just your standard stove. We don't need any bells and whistles. We're not like gourmet chefs where they have like 7 burners and shit. No, it's just your typical 4 burner top in an oven. Really is all that we're looking for. But yeah, I've got like that Best Buy credit card, and they're offering like 18 months, same as cash. So I'll go with that.
You know what? Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I have something on 6 months, same as cash, that I have to pay off by the end of the month, and I think I owe like $350 on it.
You better pay it, or they're
gonna hit me with that interest. I know.
That interest.
I know. That I bought. This is my freaking wife's fault. For Christmas, she was like, what do you want? And I'm like, I need a new sound system for my game room, which is back behind me. And so I was like, I need a new audio receiver. So I looked on like BestBuy.com like a week before Christmas, and they had $500 off this nice ass Sony sound system. And I'm like,
I have to admit, it's a nice stereo.
I'm like, that's what I want. So
Really
I told her,
nice.
I was like, just buy the base sound system. She goes and buys the sound system, 2 surround speakers, and a middle one. Thank God she didn't buy the 2 behind, because that would have been another. The reason why she did it was because each speaker was also $100 off. These were normally $199 for each speaker, so it was $100 instead. So she bought 3 speakers in addition to. It came to like $750. So she's like, well, we'll do the 6 months same as cash. I'm like, are you sure you don't want to do 12 months? No, I'll have it paid off in 6 months. Here we are, June, and we still owe $350 on it. So I'm gonna be paying that off this month. Al is going to be broke.
So definitely, all right. You know what? Forget the Harmack stove thing. We need to donate.
Yeah, please donate your bits so I can pay off my Best Buy card. You've heard it here first, guys. I'm in debt. Every bit helps.
Every bit helps.
Every bit pays 1 cent of my Best Buy card. Please.
Yeah.
Please consider. It's like a telethon for PBS. With your
oh my
vote,
God, I remember those.
With your vote, it counts. All right.
You can help us stay in business by any type of money helps. We do like the kind that jingles, but we prefer the kind that folds. That type of stuff.
TP Poker says Nia Jax is too damn heavy.
You know that.
Retro Kaiser wants to know if we've ever had Aussie beer before, and immediately someone wrote Foster's underneath it
Oh,
there.
that's not an Aussie beer. That's made in America.
Yes, we've had this conversation on the Friday on the Escape show that we've done in the past. About Foster's. We've had 2 Australians on the show. 2. The first one was Taz, which still comes around every now and then, but we asked him, is Foster's Australian for beer? And he says, no, we drink Bud Light over here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, my mind is now blown that you guys drink Bud Light over Foster's. He's like, no, it's an American beer. They market it as Australian, so people will.
Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, so you go to the store, you buy Foster's, and you're like, oh, now I'm Australian, mate. Now I can walk around and kick kangaroo.
Literally.
Thanks for the bit, Retro Kaiser. You just paid 1 cent of my Best Buy card. Thank you.
Hey, all right, there you go. See, you're getting closer to paying it off.
We're 1 cent closer, guys. 1 cent.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it's like, I can go to the store. I can go to the store now and buy Foster's, and I can be a true Australian now, mate. No, you're just a dickhead that bought bad beer.
That's called Americans not doing research. None of them do.
Well, then we got Kaiser on the show, and I'm like, I gotta confirm this. And I'm like, what do you guys drink over there? What is the beer of choice over there? And he goes, Jim Beam in a can. I'm like, they make that?
They don't do that here.
They make Jim Beam in a can? First of all, Jim Beam is nasty.
It is, but they don't make it in a can here.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So how Kaiser's and Kaiser sent me a picture. He's got a picture of Jim Beam in a can, and I'm like, that. He was actually gonna send some to the show a long time ago, and I'm like, yeah, I'll drink it if you send it and it goes across customs.
Thank you.
I'll drink it. We got another bit from Retro Kaiser. Damn, he's pouring in the money.
There you go.
He's pouring
2
in the
cents.
funds. Foster's VB Tooheys and XXXX. Quadruple X. Is those porn sites or Australian beers? What's Tooheys? Sorry guys, I'm still I'm way behind on the chat. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. You guys are being so active and I love it. This is great.
Oh yeah.
This is fantastic. I love doing this. This is awesome. Let's see. Evil, Bloody Foster's, Bloody Shite. Oh, Evil's not a fan of Foster's. That's fucked up. Evil, I'm gonna send you some American beer. You want to know some American beer? Miller High Life. Have some of that. They don't make that shit anymore.
Yeah, they do. They still make it. It's just not very popular. Like that. What's that other one? That Miller 64. That's just literally. It might as well just be near beer. You can drink a whole case of it and not even feel buzzed.
Kaiser says those are all Aussie beers. Not Foster's though.
Foster's is not an Aussie beer.
That's like saying I went to Brokeback or not Brokeback. Outback's. Damn Willie Webb, who used to be on the show. He got me saying every time I say Outback Steakhouse. Oh, thanks, son. Oh, 69 bits from Retro Kaiser. He's filling up that jar of values, guys.
There we go. We're at 71 cents.
Yeah, we're 71 right now. No, it's like saying you go to Outback Steakhouse and you're like, oh man, Outback Steakhouse. I'm Australian now. What do they call it? What's the slogan for Outback? I forgot what the slogan was, but it was something Aussie.
It was.
They're like, oh, shrimp on the old Bobby here at the Outback Steakhouse. Dude, that is so that's.
You walk into that, it is
so,
it is literally a Bennigan's that sells steak.
It's so John Damn stereotypical of that place. Like, shrimp on the old Bobby. Hey, we got your special guest, the crocodile hunter. He's here too.
In spirit.
Yeah. R.I.P. Phil says, Al, please bring me some beef jerky. I don't have any fucking beef jerky, dude. I don't even have anything over here.
Phil, are you pregnant?
What the hell do you want? Here? I'll send you this.
Jerky.
I have a half-eaten Mally's peanut butter cup back from Easter. I should probably throw that out.
Yeah. Or at this point, I think that'd make a good laxative.
It could.
I'm pretty sure.
Chocolate doesn't really go bad for a while, though. Like I could probably get away with eating. It's been in the fridge since April. I mean,
it'll keep for a while.
Yeah, it's good. It's still good.
It's just a little dirty. It's like it's like Minty the candy cane.
Oh, here we go. 24 bits from Retro Kaiser. Retro Kaiser's on fire tonight with these bits, man.
He just wanted to even.
He really wants you to get a stove, and he really wants me to pay off my Best Buy card. What a guy. What a guy, man.
Got great fans, man. Great fans.
Tell Griffith, please go till 12:30.
Yeah, right. You dick.
Harmack's got to get some Law and Order time in here.
Yeah, right.
How much more time you got, Harmack? Give us a. Are you on a time schedule here or anything?
No, but probably about maybe go to. Oh shit! Maybe like 10:15.
So 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Get your questions in now, guys. Remember, I'm very behind on the chat right now, and I'm reading it in order. I read everybody's comments, but there's a time limit. If you want to interrupt the show and get your question asked, interrupt the show right now. At the bottom of the Twitch page, there's a text-to-speech where you can ask a question, make a comment. You can even play a sound effect. It doesn't cost that many bits. Remember, your bits go to a good cause.
They do.
BestBuy.com.
Exactly. Oh my God.
I'm going to set up a GoFundMe, pay off my stereo system, please.
Oh, the one thing I wanted to talk about real quick was something that me... now, I'm sure a lot of the listeners already know this, but or watchers or viewers. I'm
Viewers.
sorry, I'm used to doing listeners. I'm used to DJing all the time. Sorry. The one thing we found out this week is that the PlayStation actually does allow you to stream PlayStation Now on the PC.
Okay, let's back this bus simulator up here. First of all, this was not news. This was not advertised news. This is stupid things that we Google when we're trying to improve your show. Because you were trying to buy an Elgato card.
Right, but they're so expensive right now because of this shit.
Yeah, they're like $300 because of COVID and because of China, and you were trying to buy an Elgato so you could stream PlayStation Now from your PlayStation because the PlayStation can't do it at the same time.
Right.
And I was like, Harmack, because I used PlayStation Now the other day. Excuse me. I used PlayStation Now the other day, and and I'm like, one of the advertisements in the window was like, hey, did you know you can play these games on Windows? And I'm like, no, I didn't know that. And so then you Googled it, and there was a post from 2016 about downloading PS Now for Windows. So
I honestly couldn't believe it. I was like, wait,
so your
they
whole
have
thing has
not
been
advertised
solved.
this well at all.
Yeah. And maybe that is PlayStation's fault for that. Maybe, you're probably right.
That's got to be because I can honestly say, I mean, we've all known about the remote app, which works on the PC, and I mean that's what I've been using for streaming because the computer I have strong enough to do it. But when I tried to, because I wanted to do, because seriously, my next game is going to be Infamous. I really just wanted to stream that game because I had a blast playing it, and I never actually beat it yet. The thing was, we tried to do the PS Now through the PS remote app to do a PS Now game, and it said that it can't do that. So we're like, well, shit. So that's when I was thinking, okay, well, I got to get an Elgato. I got to get another. I was literally going to do this for all the viewers. It was just, I was going to get a capture card, another monitor or TV to stream it and all that shit. And then all of a sudden we find out that, oh yeah, there's another app. It's a PS Now for PC app that will stream your PS Now games, just like the remote app does. I'm like,
keep in mind too, though, like PS Now is great and all. Like I have it, I like it, I really do like it. It's very convenient. I have a PS3 back here. I actually, when I do my streams lately, I've been playing Infamous 2, and I've been playing on an actual PS3. Because it still works, and I've had the game on my hard drive for 10 years, so why the hell not? But it's convenient, but the problem you're still going to deal with is you're going to have lag. You're still going to have the occasional lag.
Always.
And the problem I had when I was streaming PS Now originally, I basically had the output of my PS4 into OBS over here, and I was just streaming it. But there was occasional lag I would get where I would get into a big group of enemies, and the game would start stuttering, and then it would just do whatever it wanted. I'd be firing lightning bolts at nothing and walking in circles. So, yeah, it's great and all, and it's a good service, but you got to keep in mind that with all your bandwidth going back and forth, you are going to run into that issue once or twice. So prepare for...
I don't know, with mine, they finally fixed everything, so now I'm getting damn near 600 down and almost 55 up here.
Yeah,
so.
Well, fuck Spectrum, because I don't get anywhere near that.
And no, it may not affect me, but
I get like 20 up or 10 up, and that's it. 10 down, or no, I'm sorry, 100 down, 10 up. That's it. Yeah, it's piss poor for.
That's like their highest tier, isn't it? I mean, they have a I think they have a gigabit service, but you still only get like 20 up. It's pointless. Yeah. See, even here with I got White Open West. If I got gigabit, I'd get I think it's 100 or 150 up.
Yeah. All right,
so
let's keep reading. We got to keep going here. I am drinking with you, says Evil 1976.
Go Evil, you badass mother.
I didn't know Evil was drinking. Cheers. Cheers to you,
couldn't
Evil.
hear him.
I still got half a beer left, so.
You have to imagine him drinking.
And this is Del Griffith's beer, by the way. I am drinking the Birthday Boy. By the way, Del Griffith's birthday is tomorrow. If you're in the chat, shoot him a quick happy birthday. He's about to be 40. He's got a brand new son.
Yep.
Week old.
Big year for
just about. Yeah, this is a big year for Del Griffith. Big year
Yeah.
for Del Griffith. Tell him happy
Yeah.
birthday. Tell him congratulations. Yes, I said that correctly. I'm not drunk. Say congratulations. He will appreciate that more than anything.
He will. He
And
really
then
will.
tell him his week is happy end because it's Friday.
he has played a good life and proved the justice of his culture.
TP Poker says, donate the bits, show us your tits. Well, if I had females here, then I
Yeah.
get kicked out.
Awesome.
Actually, I found that if you are not a female doing a Twitch stream and you show any nipple, if you're a dude and you don't follow Twitch's guidelines, you'll get your stream pretty much shit canned.
Yep.
But if you're a female, do whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I was actually watching one do body paint.
Yeah.
She was freaking naked. I mean,
Yeah.
granted,
Yeah, it's all covered, but
before she
yeah.
came on, her boobs were painted already, but you could tell she had no shirt on. I was just like, wait, what? They can get away? Look. So I kind of wanted to say that, Twitch is discriminating against fat guys. Maybe I want to show my tits. What the fuck? It's like, it's all this special treatment. I don't get it.
By the way, I want to run this
But actually, no, I don't want to show my tits.
I want to run this last poll here real quick.
All right, what's this last poll?
All right.
Oh,
So
how's
let
the
me
other poll do?
let me view the results here. Which pizza is better? Was the poll. That ended a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit nerd won was 67%, but New York style pizza was the second best, so
Ah.
there you go.
You guys just don't know. Trust me, Al and his wife came here and I took them to get a real Chicago pizza. It was good.
All right, so this next one is by TP Poker. Who would you rather hump, Nia Jax, Tamina, or Death? Poll is going now. Wait, hang on. It doesn't meet the guidelines.
Oh.
Faint.
Well, 'cause
Amazing.
you said hump?
Oh, it says hump in there. That's the reason. Hang on.
Yeah. Can't say hump.
Who would you rather do?
Yeah. There you go.
We'll change that. Death. Let's see if death works again. How is hump not... Yeah, let that one go. How is hump not acceptable? Who would you rather do? Nia Jax, Tamina, or death?
So let me.
now.
Well, I think that kind of goes up there with the whole thing. Like, I'm sure if you did, like, who still likes the saying "Happy Hump Day," I'll bet you they would approve that. It's kind of like TV where you can say ass and you can say hole, but you can't say them together.
Yeah, that makes
So-
no fucking sense.
No. So censorship makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
Let's see. UNC Phil, what is your favorite beer? UNC Phil says, let me know when you're drinking some manly drinks. Oh, okay. Nia Jax is donating her underwear to use as a canopy. There's your Nia Jax. Joke of the night, courtesy of Mr. TP Poker.
Thank you. It
Sorry.
wouldn't be right without it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, TP Poker. It took so long to get to that one. My apologies there. That is the TP Poker Nia Jax. I wanted that as a segment, by the way, on the show. When Poker comes in, I want a bumper made of TP Poker's Nia Jax Joke of the Night.
Like, even if it just rims it, just
I don't care. I want a bumper made. TP Poker's Nia Jax Joke of the Night. Let's see. TP Poker said, you said Guinness was too damn heavy. I said Nia Jax was too damn heavy. Another quality Nia Jax joke. Another Nia Jax joke. Oh, wait. Sorry. Del Griffith was the one about the underwear as a canopy. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
That
All
was
right.
still
Well,
good, though.
well,
My bad. All right. Del Griffith, you get it. You get that one. TP Poker was about the curfew. Can I walk my Nia or does she have to poop? Wait, hold on. I have a question. During curfew, can I walk my Nia Jax if he has to poop?
I'm sure they'd allow that.
I mean, that's a lot of poop.
Man, that's like a mountain.
That's a lot of poop.
Yeesh.
All right, so we got TP Poker's poll question going. We'll get that at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Del Griffith says Yorkshire pizza. So they were debating pizza back then.
They're still on the pizza.
Pizza debate 2000. Evil says there is no such thing as Yorkshire pizza.
No,
Del
there is
Griffith,
Yorkshire
Del
pudding.
Griffith says yes, there is. It's called DiGiorno. And Evil says, "Huh? Are you sure it's not Pakistan?" DiGiorno is actually an American brand of pizza. It's actually good. I will not lie. DiGiorno pizza is pretty good. I like DiGiorno pizza. Del Griffith says Yorkshire pudding is good. TP Poker says Nia Jax ate a Yorkshire Terrier. Another quality.
Another
quality Nia Jax joke. Have you seen Croc Hunter's daughter? She growed up real nice.
Yeah, she is really pretty. Yeah, Mindy, I think her name is. Yeah, she's really pretty.
Al, I wouldn't take the piss out of Australians. I wouldn't take the piss out the Australians. That was... What? Evil's definitely been drinking. Is this another Evil's been drinking night? What did you say? What did you say?
Yeah.
You always know when Evil's been drinking because you get like these weird ass things that don't make any sense. Al, I wouldn't take the piss out the Australians. How come Batman doesn't dance anymore? Can we dress up Harmack as Batman?
It'd be Fat Man.
Here's a serious question. What are you looking forward to with the PS5? Man, we could do a whole show on that.
Oh yeah, let's shelve that for next week.
I'm gonna shelve that question for next week. I've already been told that people can't make it to next week's planned other show.
Don't worry, folks. We'll be here though.
We'll be here though because we'll be here.
We like you. We like you.
We'll be here, and there will be a beer break installed, and that beer break will go towards Harmack's stove.
Right.
Or my Best Buy card, whichever.
Or his Best Buy card. Go with his Best Buy card. They'll kill him on that.
If someone pays off my Best Buy card right now, I will charge Harmack a stove on my Best Buy card and ship it to him. And I'll put another 12 months same as cash, or 18 as he said. He said it was 18 months same as cash.
Yep. Anything over $400 is 18 months. We
will shelve the PlayStation question for next week. That is a whole massive topic.
Yes, it is.
There are several things I'm looking for. And you know what, Kaiser, that gives you an excuse to come back next week.
Yes, it does.
Here's another question. What is the best Australian movie or show you have watched?
Australian movie or show?
Fuck if I know. Australian movie or show? Can we get some examples?
The gods must be crazy.
I mean, I don't want to be lame and say, that crocodile movie, Crocodile Dundee.
No. I'm going to go with one that probably no one's ever seen, but I, for some reason, liked it. The movie was called The Gods Must Be Crazy. I think that was filmed in Australia.
That was an Australian movie?
I think. I don't know if it's an Australian movie, but
he's talking about Australian movies, like one that was from Australia. Oh. So here's the thing is we don't get, all of our movies suck that come out here, and we don't get, anything internationally. It's very rare we get something that's international.
Yeah.
Or you have to go out and find it. Like on a streaming service or something.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not gonna. You're rarely gonna find anything that isn't American made.
Yeah, we get superhero movies and other shit that. Yeah. I really don't know. I would say Crocodile Dundee, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, that's such a basic ass answer. I feel bad even saying it, but.
I know. I mean, the first one at least.
I guess if I had a list of Australian movies, and we're gonna wrap this up in the next 2 or 3 minutes here. If I had a list of Australian movies, I think I would be better to answer that question.
Yeah.
Ernest Goes to Africa? Is that... Oh, wait. Guys must be crazy. Never mind. God damn. I thought someone said Ernest Goes to Africa. I'm like, that is not an Australian movie. We're going to do a movie review on this show, and the first one's going to be Ernest Goes to Africa. Hopefully Skates gives you some birthday spankings, Leroy, all 40 of them. Ugh.
Oh, God. Then take yourself a hot shower and hug yourself. Get the skates off of you.
Phil says, never had pizza from a city that calls it bags instead of cornhole. That's a whole other topic as well.
Jesus Christ.
That's going to be a poll for next week. Is it bags or cornhole?
Go ahead and miss out on the finer things of life based on just a culture's different cities' way of saying something. Go for it. That's
I'm
your
gonna
fault.
throw that out just at the end of the show here, and you can answer in the chat. Is it bags or cornhole?
Yeah, it just all depends where you're from.
If
Here
you
it's
know
Upper
if you
South
know what either of those means, you'll know the answer to the question. You'll say yes or no, or you'll say bags or cornhole. Say bags or cornhole if whatever you think it is, because apparently in parts of the nation, in parts of the United States, there's two different meanings to this.
There really is. I mean, here it's bags. You say cornhole here, it means doing stuff with someone's butt. No joke.
Scale says you need to plug your PS4 controller into the PC for PS Now to work. So that's kind of a heads up to you.
Yeah, you can't do it wirelessly.
Yeah. Frosty banged Nicole Bass, so he'd do anything. It's from Del Griffith. I feel bad because I'm behind on some of these here. TP Poker. I drink a glass of Awesome Kong's dirty bathwater for a night with Bindi. Oh, that's Bindi. You said Mindy.
I thought it was Mindy.
Yeah,
You're
you said Mindy.
Mindy.
It was Crocodile Dundee's daughter. That's
Yeah.
Bindi is who he's saying.
I always thought it was Mindy. You're right. It is. It's Bindi. I remember now.
Bindi.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go. We have some answers here to the Australian question. Gods Must Be Crazy was African. Del Griffith, Wolf Creek is good. I've never seen it. What is Wolf Creek? That's a movie? I've never seen that. All right, and we're going to go to the poll here, but I got some answers flowing in. I think we finally reached the bottom of the chat. That took forever. That took forever to scroll all the way down through that. And I hope I didn't miss anything from anybody. If I did, my apologies, but we're pressed for time. I hate to even leave right now, to be honest with you, but we gotta go. Let's see. We've got one vote for cornhole, 2 for cornhole. Kaiser says Nia Jax. TP Poker, ball bags. Phil says there is a fucking pro cornhole league that's called Cornhole League.
Good for you. That's just not what it's called here. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just
TP
saying
Poker
that's what they call it
says,
here.
"Hey, honey, you want to play with my ball bag?"
We don't call it ball bags. Because then you're not playing that. You're not playing the right game.
Bindi Irwin is hot. Bindi Irwin is off limits. What does that mean? Is she young? Too young?
Not anymore. I don't think so. I think she's over 18 now. Almost positive.
Phil, you play Fortnite with 10-year-olds. What do you know about limits? You go over there for Kool-Aid and hot dogs on Saturdays to bond with your crew. Poor Phil. Wolf Creek is an Aussie horror movie that's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's what Wolf Creek is.
Oh, that's it. I've never heard of that movie before.
Yep, Wolf Creek. And Del Griffith says that it's a great movie. And there you go. We have reached the end of the chat, finally. So next week, we will answer Retro Kaiser's question.
Yeah.
About what are we expecting from the PS5. I have a lot of stuff to say.
Same here.
The only thing is, like, I know Sony's on the brink of an announcement.
That got moved.
That got moved for some obvious reasons, but here's the thing, this would be the best week to say what I expect out of it, but there could be a meeting next week, and I would maybe have to go back and say, well, this is what I wanted from PS5. I'll say this right now, just as a preface to what I want. I don't want it to be like Xbox, where it completely relies on backwards compatibility to market itself. I don't want that. But at the same time, would it kill them to give me access to put in my PS3, my PS2, and my PS1 discs, and access all my copies of my purchases from the PS3 store on my PS5 to play them?
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's one game I always still want to play on the PS4 that I can't, and it's not even on PlayStation now, is DuckTales. That was a fun game.
Yeah, they just got the license back for that, by the way. They pulled that temporarily. It was off the store.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was off the store for a while.
But you still can't play it on the PS4. So
You can't. You're right. But that's what I of course I expect new games from the PS5, and I expect the faster loading times. That's
definitely.
number one what I expect. Better graphics, better loading time.
Oh, yeah, because if anybody's
from this
watched
SSD.
the Days Gone stream, I have to literally make up shit
Yes.
to talk about while the game loads. It literally takes a minute and a half to load.
Right. But if I had me personally, and again, I'm not like totally reliant on backwards compatibility, but me personally, if I had that to have for a wish list of what I want out of the PS5, it would be that. Let me put in my PS1 discs and play them. And I don't even care if you upscale them a little bit. I mean, you don't got to put. I would like if you put trophies and stuff and different features in these games, and but at least let me get my back catalog of PS3 stuff, so I can play Infamous 2 on my PS5, because that's probably how long it's gonna take before I platinum this fucking game that Del Griffith has me suckered into platinuming now.
Doug Garrett is sitting there going, "Yes."
He told me like on a couple Saturdays ago, he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna platinum this game." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I've got time." And now I've got all these people, these random people coming in during these streams, like, "Oh man, Infamous 2. I haven't played this in forever." And like, I took a poll the other night. I'm like, "Do you want me to move on?" And people were like, "No, play the hard difficulty and go for that trophy." And I'm like,
Jesus.
Okay, I think people want to see the evil mode more than the difficulty spike, but sure, I give the people what they want.
That's one question you're never going to hear, unfortunately, on my channel. Is, Dave, would you like me to play on a harder difficulty? Because we'll be playing the same part of the game for months on end. I'm doing bad enough on easy mode with Days Gone. You want to see me try it on normal or hard?
It'll be another summer of Final Fantasy 12.
Oh my god. That game was so long. It was like 50 some episodes. It was ridiculous.
I was trying to think the entire time, like, what am I gonna play after Infamous 2? Like, I was gonna like start searching through my backlog of other stuff, but then like this came up, so this pretty much.
Actually, thanks to Al here, man. I got some games already set up after Infamous.
You want to talk about that? You want to drop those games?
Yeah, sure. I've got this
is breaking news, by the way. So,
God of War. I remember playing that drunkenly with Al one night, and I really liked it. It was kind of a puzzle-solving game with RPG kind of tones to it. I liked that. I actually got what the hell was that one that Norman Reedus is in? I can't think of the name.
Oh, Death Stranding.
I got Death Stranding, Resident Evil 7, and what was the other one? The Ezio edition of
Assassin's Creed, the Ezio collection.
Yeah.
Harmack was a big fan of Tomb Raider, and basically Assassin's Creed is essentially Tomb Raider with some
Uncharted,
a little bit of Uncharted mixed in. And it's got a pretty good story too. Yeah. I loved Assassin's Creed 2 back on the PS3. It seems so long ago. Like, it was 2009 when I played through that game. I'm like, wow, that's been over 10 years. So that's a game you need to experience. I think you'll like it. Those will
be the upcoming games on the channel. You won't know which one's coming up after Infamous. I'll let you guys know on another State of the Streams.
I will say, I will tease this. I do need to get to Zelda Link's Awakening on the Switch at some point. So you may see a Zelda game on the stream. Maybe next. Nice. Final Fantasy VIII is another one I want to get to pretty soon.
Yes. That game's so easy to win, though, because you can break it so easy.
I don't want to break. I just want to go through it. I want to have a relaxing time through it. But if you have a game that you want to suggest, and if I have it in my backlog, I will consider it, as I did Infamous. That was a Del Griffith recommendation. I'm like, oh, it is in my backlog. I guess I could get to it. Bring back Prince of Persia.
Man, I don't think have they ever updated that game since the 90s?
I thought they were working on a new one.
They keep talking about it.
No, that was Beyond Good and Evil, not Prince of Persia.
Oh.
I'm confusing it. I beat God of War, that's what Scale says.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to say goodnight. No, I'm not playing Fortnite, Phil. I'll reserve that for you and your 10-year-old buddies.
There you go.
All right, well, guys, we got to look at the results of the poll.
Oh, yes. What was the poll?
Our poll of, we got to come up with a name for the polls. Who would you rather do, Nia Jax, Tamina, or Death? Nobody voted for Tamina. 1 vote for Nia Jax, and the rest for Death.
Wow.
So congrats, Death. You win with 27% of the vote, or 75% of the vote. Sorry.
That's amazing.
Play Wrestle War. Oh my God, that is still sitting on my. Let me quickly. I'll tell you this, Kaiser. I'll tell you this. I'd have to emulate it. I have your cartridge still. It's in my collection. I had a Retron 5, which actually I do have a Mega Retron HD I could play it on, but I had a Retron 5 that I was using for streaming, and now the thing will not read any cartridges, and I'm pissed. It just stopped reading any cart altogether. So that was how I was playing Wrestle War before. But okay, you know what, Kaiser? I do a retro stream typically on Thursdays. This coming Thursday, I will play Wrestle War. There you go.
Wow.
Tune
there
in
you
on
go.
whatever time that
You
is
heard
for
it
you.
right here, folks.
There you go. Next Thursday on my retro night, I will play Wrestle War. It will probably be emulated, but I'll play it. So.
There you go.
All right, guys, we're gonna leave it at that. Thank you for all your bits. Thank you for being here and chatting. The chat room was absolutely booming tonight.
Yes.
So this could be the new norm for right now. I don't know what we're even calling this show. I think it's just called State of the Streams. But yeah. But yeah, if there's something you want to talk or you want to poll for next week, hit us up. You can follow us right here on SlashStreamsLive here on Twitch. Or we're simulcasted on Harmack 1. If you even checked your chat in the last?
Yeah, no, the last thing was Evil saying he's going over to your channel.
Oh, okay. You can honestly chat on either channel, but unfortunately for right now, the chat only appears on screen, and you can only interact in the polls and stuff on the Slash Streams channel. But like I said, your bits and everything you give goes to the two of us, so we will split it.
We appreciate it, really.
And we do play TV Super. Fuck you. TV Superstars. God bless Nia. God bless you, TP Poker.
You're a blessing.
Sexy son of a bitch. All right, but hit the follow button if you're watching and you haven't. And tune in Monday through Thursdays from 8:30 till midnight. We got streams going on. I'm on from 8:30 to 10, and then Harmack is over on Harmack 1. I rate him right after, so if you're watching, it'll go directly into him, and you can chat.
It's from 10 to midnight.
10 to midnight. So you got 4 hours of streaming Monday through Thursdays, and occasionally Harmack does a drunken trucker stream. We may see that later tonight.
You may just keep an eye out. That's all you can do.
Enable notifications. That's all we can really say.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you later. Bye for now.
Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy.